Hey everybody, Joe Lowry, what a day, happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. That's right, we're almost halfway through the work week. Today is October 17th, and today is National Pasta Day. That's right, who doesn't like a good pasta dish from spaghetti to macaroni to elbows to whatever, and hey, even pasta tacos, right? Celebrate both days. Happy taco / pasta day or whatever. Well, as we all know, the Pats carved out a win over the New York Jets this past Sunday up in the Meadowlands. Tom Brady was 20 for 38 with 257 passing yards and 2 touchdowns in the 24-17 win. The Pats defense started out slow, but slowly regrouped. They seemed to still be giving up the long ball as well as those precious third downs. And they did finally get to the quarterback when needed. The highlight of the afternoon was no doubt the reversal of the Jets touchdown with just under 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Austin Seferian-Jenkins seemingly crossed the pylon, thus prompting a Jets touchdown. As soon as the referee called and signaled touchdown, the Pats defensive backs were clearly visible, upset, all up in arms. Harmless to the casual TV viewer, it seemed like a good play by the Jets. But per usual, the NFL always reviewing score replays, and after further review, the ball was out of the grip of Jenkins when crossing the goal line. And the final call was a fumble and a recovery out of bounds in the end zone, prompting a touchback. Pats ball and ultimately a Patriots win. With the win, this puts New England back up atop the AFC East, and a little bit of sigh of relief for some fans out there as well. The Pats hope to keep the momentum going as they host Atlanta this Sunday night on NBC in a rematch of last year's Super Bowl. Matty Ice and the boys come to town after a tough loss to Miami. In other NFL news, as the high-profile injuries continue to add up around the league, Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers suffered a season-ending broken collarbone that is requiring surgery. No doubt there have been a rash of injuries so far this season, with many of the marquee players. Note a few: Texans defensive end J.J. Watt, Houston outside linebacker Whitney Merciless. They're all done for the year, as are Giants receivers Odell Beckham Jr., Brandon Marshall, Dwayne Harris. As we know, Patriots already lost Julian Edelman. These are big names, folks. Cardinals running back David Johnson, linebacker Marcus Golden, and of course, Dolphins quarterback Ryan Tannehill and Chiefs safety Eric Berry, big names, receiver Chris Conley, and how about the Eagles running back Darren Sproles? These are not just names, folks. These are players who put fans in seats. Let's hope this cycle ends very soon. And over on the other side of town, the Boston Bruins, who lost to the Las Vegas Knights the other night, will host the Vancouver Canucks this coming Thursday. And tonight, the Boston Celtics will put their undefeated preseason streak on the line tonight by going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's right, no doubt. Well, all eyes will be on the reception that Kyrie Irving gets tonight as he makes his return to Cleveland for the first time since being traded. Well, wouldn't be a what a day without some North Korea news, right? North Korea's deputy UN ambassador warned on Monday that tensions on the peninsula have escalated so high that a nuclear war may break out at any moment. That's right. This is exactly the kind of blockbuster Pyongyang has engaged for decades. On the surface, the U.S. military movements look like they're preparations for a preemptive strike, folks. They are on North Korea's nuclear infrastructure, but it's still not clear whether two forces are still locked in a stalemate. Now get this, what we do know, the USS Michigan, a stealthy submarine laden with 150 Tomahawk cruise missiles, just arrived in South Korea's Busan port. It likely carried Navy SEALs and covert submarines designed for operations deep behind enemy lines. And of course, U.S. bombers frequently train on how to strike North Korean targets. Stealth jets like the F-35s and the F-22s, well, they wait in the wings in case of a conflict. The U.S. aircraft carrier decked out with dozens of fighters for some electronic aircraft strikes as well. Sits just off the North Korean shores, but for some reason, experts say none of this really matters. According to Tom Plant, the director of proliferation of the nuclear policy program at the Royal United Services Institute, says the U.S. is always, at all times, has an overwhelming superiority over North Korea. So a few new jets doesn't really change things. In terms of the precision strike technology, in terms of its ability to put metal on targets, well, it's a different story. There's never been really a contest between the U.S. and South Korea versus North Korea. But he did say, insider did say, when the stalemate does remains, the North Korean artillery, before getting alerted by the South Korean and the U.S. air power, they can actually kill off, get this is before we strike them, they can kill as many as 20,000 people in South Korea's capital of Seoul each day. That's just crazy. This all precludes a U.S. preemptive strike. So say what you want, folks, but things are escalating in North Korea. No doubt there will be military action coming soon, very soon. It looks like President Donald Trump is really losing money while being president. The Forbes list of 400 richest Americans shows that billionaire in chief's fortune fell by $600 million to $3.1 billion. As a result, he dropped to number 240 on the list after coming in at just 156 last year. The magazine attributed his decline to wealth in a tough New York real estate market, particularly for retail locations, a very costly lawsuit, and an expensive presidential campaign. Trump actually reached a $25 million settlement in a suit that claims that his Trump University real estate seminars defrauded students. But overall, richest Americans are more than they were. Actually, let's rephrase that. Overall, the richest Americans are richer than they were a year ago. In fact, it now takes a record $2 billion to make the cut of the 400 Americans. That's right. You have to make $2 billion to get on the $1 billion list. It's crazy. The magazine estimates there are 169 billionaires who were too poor to make the cut. Unbelievable. And that includes Facebook CEO Sheryl Sandberg. Now, get this, Bill Gates, of course, he tops the list for the 24th straight year with an estimated net worth at $89 billion. That's insane. Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos, he's worth $81.5 billion, held on the number 2 spot. He actually claimed that in 2016, so he has to relinquish that. And Warren Buffett, per usual, remains at number 3 at $78 billion. And in case you're wondering, Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg saw the biggest dollar gain of anyone on the list, with his net worth rising $15.5 billion to $71 billion. According to Forbes, but that left him only in 4th place on the list again. And in case you missed it, speaking of money, the stock market cruised past the 23,000 mark for the first time earlier today. Wall Street's latest record shows how the hot stock market has become even hotter over the past year. The Dow was sitting at just 18,333 on election day, but since President Donald Trump's election, the average has spiked more than 4,600 points. That's about 25%. The Dow dodged 66 record highs in that time. That despite Trump's struggles to get his economic agenda, including his tax cuts, passed through Republican-controlled Congress. Anyways, the Dow ended up closing at a little under 23 today, 22 at 997. This is not fake news, folks. This is all good news. Well, nothing ruins lunchtime conversations more than a smartphone, and McDonald's thinks it's a way to combat the modern addiction. The fast food chain has recently introduced mobile phone lockers in one of its branches in Singapore. That's right. They encourage diners to take a break from the virtual world and have real conversations over meals. Now, they named this entity Phone Off, Fun On campaign. The first 100 transparent lockers are installed in McDonald's Marine Cove outlet. According to a survey of 302 parents conducted by McDonald's in Singapore, about 98% say they use a mobile device whenever they're with family. More than 2/3 of them admitted using smartphones during meals. And most parents also said their kids use their phone during family time. No clue there, huh? This Phone Off, Fun On initiative is part of the efforts to advocate family togetherness, encourage families to spend quality time together. Linda Bing, director of McDonald's Singapore Brand Communication and Customer Care, says although the campaign primarily targets families, the service is free for anyone to use. Only time will tell if and when this type of service hits the United States. As I say at my house, just put the phone down and let's talk, huh? What about that? Well, news out of Hollywood that is not Harvey Weinstein related. Cher and Meryl Streep are teaming up again. Cher announced over the weekend in several tweets she has been cast in the Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, the sequel to the 2008 film Mamma Mia. This also marks the first reunion for Cher and Meryl Streep, if you remember, both of whom co-starred the 1983 film Silkwood. Streep played Donna Sheridan in 2008 Mamma Mia, and she's reprising her role for the 2018 sequel. And for all you Mamma Mia fans, everyone else is returning. Julie Walters as Rosie, Christine Baranski as Tanya, Amanda Seyfried and Dominic Cooper reunite as Sophie and Skye, and of course Pierce Brosnan, Stellan Skarsgård, and Colin Firth all return as the 3 possible dads, Bill and Harry. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again hits theaters next summer. Well, finally, folks, North Quincy High School Red Raiders' 30th reunion now is just mere weeks away. This glory event will be held at the Elks Lodge in the Terrell Room Friday, November 24th from 7 to midnight. We got a DJ, dancing, trivia, games, and more fun than we had up at The Rock. You got to get down there. Tickets are available now by visiting the NQHS87 Facebook page. And as a caveat to people buying their tickets early, we have been told that you will receive a free North Quincy High School 30th reunion commemorative t-shirt. So that's right, folks. Head out over to the Facebook page, NQH7. Check it out. Order your tickets. Get a free shirt. Let's go Raiders. How about that, huh, folks? Also, finally, want to give a special one-a-day shout-out to Ava and Anya. That's right. They graced us with their presence this weekend, and a fun time was had by all. And again, folks, I need your help. www.youtube.com/Joe Lowry. What a day. Try my channel. It's free. It's absolutely free. I'm looking for subscribers. I'm looking for you. Yeah, I know you're out there. So take care, everybody. Happy Taco Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Hump Day. The week's middle finger coming up tomorrow. What a day.